My name's Andrew Culture, and I've been drinking really strong coffee today. For years, I've been reviewing CDs, records, zines, all kinds of stuff for publications like Beat Motel and Alt Sounds and a few others. And I've decided I'm going to review this Betterware catalogue that, quite frankly, I've probably been reading for longer than I should have done. Well, let's get started, shall we? I think I'm about to change your life. I stand by nothing I'm about to say.
First, what the gravy is this? What is this woman wearing? She's like a... Actually, if that's what female Jawas look like, then I see why there's so many of them on that big Land Cruiser thing they have. Some soothing booties. Now, to be fair, these aren't that bad. I know several 77 style punks who would probably wear these if they only had a big crate sole. So that's a plus point for Betterware. Let's move straight on. Staying in the vein of punk, we have a Breathe Easy inhaler. Also handy for what American punks might call huffing. As to what that is, well, I think Zammo did it in Grange Hill, and he would have filled this thing with some Evo or some other type of solvent. I'm not endorsing it, I'm merely surprised that Betterware is facilitating it. Obviously for legal reasons, I'm sure that isn't their aim. Anyway, let me take another sip of this extremely strong coffee. Oh, mercy. Let's move on. Really intrigued at the next tab along. This is facial. And oh my god, that woman had a blue moustache. Also, this contains 48 wax strips. I mean, unless you're a Yeti or Chewbacca's wife, that's surely going to last a lifetime. I'm going to have to fess up here. I'm just jealous that anyone can grow a tash. It's not a gift nature has yet bestowed upon me. Now, facial hair scissors. I did think this looked fairly unusual, especially considering they're also selling those facial hair remover strips. I don't know what the key demographic of Betterware customers is, but they certainly seem to be fairly hirsute. Quick note to any kids watching this. Do not stick scissors up your nose, no matter what Betterware tells you is okay. Okay, let's move on to something slightly less terrifyingly dangerous and likely to cause brain damage. We have, well, just look at it. Just soak it up, absorb it. Now, Betterware aren't backward at coming forward when it comes to promoting the versatility of their products. But there's one thing they haven't pointed out with this. You can go out in the rain with this and collect water for your garden in times of drought, hosepipe bans, or simply if you're a trainee cage fighter and you just really want people to challenge you in the street to a fight. Women, do you struggle to get men to stare at your breasts? Well, remove this tip tape, oh sorry I said it, tip tape, and instant start. Okay, here we have a pair of they're pliers for I imagine this sort of Wolverine has to use to trim his toenails, and as you can see from the background in that picture, it's possibly also useful for clipping tiles when you're renovating your bathroom. For the lazy or possibly obese, it's a dog, I suppose. I guess it's a dog, unless this is just a bag full of dog heads. That's vaguely disturbing, but as to whether you're going to carry a small cat in it, you might once carry a small cat, but when you unzip it, I'm sure the cat would make his or her feelings quite clearly known. Staying on with cats, if every cat in your neighbourhood is blind, deaf, and otherwise robbed of any sense, logic, or intelligence at all, this crappy metal cutout cat might just deter them from coming your garden. Either that, or it's designed for cats to run up to out of a sense of curiosity and become impaled on this rather bizarre spike that it appears to have on the front. Okay, this is a rocking teddy. You can pop an iPod in his little pouch in the front and it will play music and bop away for some reason known only to Betterware, this lovable teddy is wearing bother boots. So, I don't know if he actually stamps his feet, breaks glass windows, or the idea of a teddy bear being shaved, so it's a skinhead, amused me. Now, the people at Betterware are very helpful folk, and down at the bottom here we have, you might also be interested in, and I'm not going to scroll down, but at the bottom there it does actually say, getting out of the house and meeting members of the opposite or the same sex, depending on your preference. Because if you're going to spend your evenings indoors staring at this little thing bopping away, then oh, who cares? I'm going to judge you. You're sad, okay? I'm out there. I'm saying it. Okay, what have we got next? We have a little torch which clips onto a seatbelt. Perfect for, well, dogging? I don't know. I'm not sure why you want that. Now, look, washing powder box. Don't you just hate it when you go to the supermarket and they give you a washing powder just loose in your hand, and you don't have to put it in your pockets? Do you put it in your plastic bag? Anyway, finally, here's a storage solution. Although to my mind, it's a little bit like getting an apple, then buying an apple rather than getting home, peeling off the skin, and then wrapping it in cling film to keep it. I mean, it's a little bizarre. In the catalogue, which, as I say, I have here, that was a catalogue rustling, it says, by popular demand on this, I can only assume that Betterware have had a lot of letters from people saying things like, Dear Betterware, I was recently involved in a wild animal attack and lost both arms from the elbow downwards. Sadly, I also lost my teeth and are therefore unable to manipulate soda drinks in any way. Unfortunately, I need to be able to drink soda and fizzy pop to aid a swift recovery and the regrowth of my arms. Can you please create some sort of device that will allow, well, not me because I haven't got hands, but possibly my carer to pour fizzy pop for me? Anyway, you get the point. I bet those people writing in were hairy as well. With this deep round silicon pan, you too can now make a cake from your own vomit. That person after they were attacked by wild animals, bless them, they went to the zoo. And you know what they did? They got in the penguin enclosure. You know what you don't want to do if you enjoy drinking fresh juice? You don't want to get in the penguin enclosure. The injuries are just too horrific, and you'll end up having to use something like this. You too can create the atmosphere of a sterile, soulless, cheap motel in your own kitchen. A double cereal dispenser. I mean, why wouldn't you? Surely this is going to augment and make any home wonderful. We're coming to an end fairly soon. You're doing well to stick with me. In fact, that is the end. So I'm going to summarise just by saying that, well, I'm now off to order a bunch of this crap because, quite frankly, I'm impressed. Yep. Oh my god, a modesty panel. I assume that's for women. Maybe I could modify it. Anyway, my name's Andrew Culture, and this is me saying bye-bye, and thank you, Betterware. You make our lives a wonderful, wonderful experience.